effects within web browsers. It is a key part of web development along with HTML and CSS. Where does JavaScript run? Runs in the browser, client side, and can also run on the server side, using environments like Node.js. Basic syntax. JavaScript is case-sensitive. Statements are usually written on separate lines and end with a semicolon, winky face, though it's optional. 2 variables and data types. Variables. var, used in older code, has function scope. Let, preferred for block-scoped variables, introduced in ES6. Const, used to declare variables that should not be reassigned, block-scoped. JavaScript. Copy code. Let name equals John. Const age equals 25. Data types. Primitive types, string, number, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, big int. Non-primitive types, object, which includes arrays, functions, and more. JavaScript. Copy code. Let isStudent equals true, / boolean. Let score equals 92, / number. Let first name equals Jane, / string. Let person equals null, / null. 3 operators. Arithmetic operators, plus, dash, asterisk, slash, %, plus, dash. Assignment operators, equals, plus equals, dash equals, asterisk equals, / equals. Comparison operators, equals, 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 equals. Logical operators, and. String operators, plus, concatenation. JavaScript. Copy code. Let A equals 5. Let B equals 10. Console.log, A plus B, / 15. Console.log, A B, / false. 4 control structures. Conditional statements. If, else. JavaScript. Copy code. Let score equals 80. If, score 90. Console.log, A. Else if, score 75. Console.log, B. Else. Console.log, C. Switch. JavaScript. Copy code. Let day equals 3. Switch, day. Case 1. Console.log, Monday. Break. Case 2. Console.log, Tuesday. Break. Default. Console.log, another day. Loops. 4. While, do, while loops. JavaScript. Copy code. 4. Let I equals 0, I5, I++. Console.log, I, / 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. let j equals 0. While j5. Console.log j. j++. 5 functions. Function declaration. JavaScript. Copy code. Function greet, name. Return hello plus name. Console.log, greet, Alice. Function expression. JavaScript. Copy code. Const greet equals function, name. Return hello plus name. Arrow functions, ES6. JavaScript. Copy code. Const greet equals, name, equals hello plus name. Default parameters, ES6. JavaScript. Copy code. Function greet, name equals guest. Return hello plus name. 6 objects and arrays. Objects. Collections of key-value pairs. JavaScript. Copy code. Let person equals. First name, John. Last name, Doe. Age, 30. Greet, function. Return hello plus this dot first name. Console.log, person.firstname, / accessing properties. Console.log, person.greet, / calling a method. Arrays. Lists of values. JavaScript. Copy code. Let colors equals red, green, blue. Console.log, colors 0, / accessing array elements. Colors.push, yellow, / adding an element. Array methods, push, pop, shift, unshift, slice, splice, for each, map, filter, etc. 7. DOM manipulation. What is the DOM? The Document Object Model, DOM, is a programming interface for web documents. It represents the page so that programs can change the document structure, style, and content. Selecting elements. Document.getElement by ID, Document.getElements by class name, Document.getElements by tag name, Document.querySelector, Document.querySelectorAll. JavaScript. Copy code. Let element equals Document.getElement by ID, myElement. Let elements equals Document.querySelectorAll, myClass. Changing content. Element.innerHTML, element.textContent, element.value. JavaScript. Copy code. Element.textContent equals hello world. Changing styles. Element.style.propertyName. JavaScript. Copy code. Element.style.color equals blue. 8 events. Adding event listeners. JavaScript can respond to user actions like clicks, form submissions, and keyboard input. Element.addEventListener, event, function. JavaScript. Copy code. Let button equals document.getElementById, my button. Button.add event listener, click, function. Alert, button clicked. Common events. Click, mouse over, mouse out, key down, key up, submit, etc. 9 Error handling. Try, catch. Used to handle errors and exceptions. JavaScript. Copy code. Try. Let result equals risky operation. Catch, error. Console.log, an error occurred, plus error.message. Finally, console.log, this will always run. 10 modern JavaScript features, ES6 and beyond. Let and const. Let for block-scoped variables. Const for block-scoped constants. Template literals. JavaScript. Copy code. Let name equals John. Console.log, hello, $name. Destructuring. JavaScript. Copy code. Let person equals first name, John, last name, Doe. Let first name, last name equals person. Spread and rest operators. JavaScript. Copy code. Let ARR equals 1, 2, 3. Let new ARR equals ARR 4, 5. Function sum, numbers. Return numbers. Reduce, A, B, equals A plus B. Promises and async/await. Used to handle asynchronous operations. JavaScript. Copy code. Let promise equals new promise, resolve, reject, equals. Set timeout, equals resolve, success, 1000. Promise.then, result equals console.log, result. Async function fetch data. Let response equals await fetch, URL. Let data equals await response.json. Console.log, data. 11 Debugging tools. Console methods. Console.log, console.error, console.warn, console.table. Use the browser's developer tools for debugging, F12 in most browsers. Breakpoints. Set breakpoints in the code using developer tools to pause execution and inspect variables. 12 Best practices. Comment your code. Use comments, // for single line, /**/ for multi-line, to explain your code. Use meaningful variable names. Variables should be descriptive of their purpose. Keep functions small. Functions should do one thing and do it well. Consistent formatting. Stick to a consistent coding style, including indentation and spacing. Avoid global variables. Keep variables and functions as local as possible. Troubleshooting JavaScript issues is an essential skill for developers. Here's a guide to help you diagnose and fix common JavaScript problems. 1. Syntax errors. Common issues. Missing or misplaced brackets. Missing semicolons, although optional, forgetting them can cause unexpected behavior. Mismatched quotes, ensure consistent use of single and double quotes. Troubleshooting steps. Check the console. The browser's developer tools, F12, will show syntax errors in the console. Error message interpretation. Read the error message. It usually tells you the line number and nature of the error. Use a linter. Tools like ESLint can catch syntax errors before you run your code. 2 undefined or null references. Common issues. Accessing non-existent DOM elements, trying to manipulate an element that doesn't exist. Incorrect variable names. Typos in variable names lead to undefined errors. Missing function parameters, not passing expected parameters to a function. Troubleshooting steps. Console logging. Use console.log variable to check if the variable is undefined or null. Check element IDs/classes. Ensure the DOM element IDs or classes you're referencing exist in the HTML. Use conditional statements. Safeguard your code with checks for undefined or null. JavaScript. Copy code. If element // safe to manipulate the element. 3 incorrect output. Common issues. Logic errors. Your code runs but produces the wrong result due to incorrect logic. Data type issues. Unexpected type conversions. Example 5 plus 3 results in 53. Incorrect loops, infinite loops or incorrect loop boundaries. Troubleshooting steps. Debugging with console.log. Print intermediate values to trace where your logic goes wrong. Use breakpoints. In the browser's developer tools, set breakpoints to pause execution and inspect variable values. Check data types. Use typeof to confirm the types of your variables. JavaScript. Copy code. Console.log, typeof variable. 4 asynchronous issues. Common issues. Callback hell. Nested callbacks make code difficult to read and maintain. Promises not handled properly, forgetting to use .then, or .catch, for promises. Async/await errors, not using await properly or forgetting async before functions. Troubleshooting steps. Use promises. Convert callbacks to promises to make code more readable. Catch errors. Always include .catch when working with promises. Debug async code. Use async functions and await to manage asynchronous code flow more effectively. JavaScript. Copy code. Async function fetch data. Try. Let response equals await fetch, URL. Let data equals await response.json. Console.log, data. Catch, error. Console.error, error fetching data, error. 5 browser compatibility issues. Common issues. Different browser implementations. Not all browsers support the latest JavaScript features. Older browsers, Internet Explorer often lacks support for modern JavaScript features. Troubleshooting steps. Use polyfills. For features not supported in older browsers, use polyfills, example Babel for ES6 features. Check browser compatibility. Use sites like CanIUse to check if a feature is supported. Test on multiple browsers. Always test your code on all target browsers. 6 DOM manipulation errors. Common issues. DOM not loaded. Trying to manipulate the DOM before it's fully loaded. Wrong element selection. Using incorrect selectors like getElementById, querySelector, etc. Troubleshooting steps. Use DOM content loaded event. Ensure your script runs after the DOM has loaded. JavaScript. Copy code. Document.add event listener, DOM content loaded, function. / your code here. Verify selectors. Double check your selectors and ensure they correctly target the desired elements. JavaScript. Copy code. Let element equals document.querySelector, #myelement. 7 network errors. Common issues. Failed API calls. Issues with fetching data from APIs due to wrong URLs, CORS issues, or server problems. Slow network response, causes timeouts or incomplete data loading. Troubleshooting steps. Check Network tab. Use the Network tab in Developer Tools to inspect requests and responses. Handle errors gracefully. Implement error handling in your network requests. JavaScript. Copy code. Fetch. https://api.example.com/data. Then, response equals response.json. Then, data equals console.log, data. Catch, error equals console.error, error, error. Check CORS issues. Ensure that your server allows cross-origin requests if applicable. 8 Scope and hoisting issues. Common issues. Variable hoisting. Variables declared with var are hoisted to the top of their scope, potentially causing unexpected behavior. Block scope issues. Confusion between function scope and block scope, var versus let/const. Troubleshooting steps. Use let and const. Prefer let and const to avoid issues with hoisting and block scope. Understand scope. Be aware of where variables are declared and used to avoid scope-related bugs. JavaScript. Copy code. Let x equals 10. Function test. Let y equals 20. Console.log, x//10. Console.log, y//20. 9 Memory leaks. Common issues. Unclosed event listeners. Not removing event listeners can cause memory leaks. Uncleared intervals/timeouts. Forgetting to clear intervals or timeouts can lead to memory bloat. Troubleshooting steps. Remove event listeners. Clean up event listeners when they are no longer needed. JavaScript. Copy code. Element.remove event listener, click, handle click. Clear intervals / timeouts, use clear interval, or clear timeout, to prevent unnecessary memory usage. JavaScript. Copy code. Let interval equals set interval, equals console.log, running, 1000. Clear interval, interval. 10 debugging tools and techniques. Using developer tools. Console, use console.log, console.error, console.table, etc., to log and inspect data. Breakpoints, set breakpoints in the code to pause execution and inspect variables. Watch expressions, add watch expressions in developer tools to monitor specific variables. Online debugging tools. JS Fiddle / CodePen, test and debug small pieces of code online. JS Bin, another tool for debugging and testing JavaScript code in real time. Conclusion. JavaScript troubleshooting involves understanding the types of errors you can encounter and having a systematic approach to identify and resolve them. By using the developer tools available, writing clean and organized code, and continuously testing and debugging, you can effectively handle and fix issues as they arise. Strings are a fundamental data type in JavaScript, used to represent and manipulate text. Here's an overview of how to work with strings in JavaScript. 1. Creating strings. String literals. You can create strings by enclosing text in single quotes, double quotes, or backticks. JavaScript. Copy code. Let single quote str equals hello, world. Let double quote str equals hello, world. Let template literal str equals hello, world. String constructor. You can also create a string using the string constructor, but this is less common. JavaScript. Copy code. Let str equals new string, hello, world. 2. String properties. Length. The length property returns the number of characters in a string. Copy code. Let str equals hello, world. Console.log, str length, //13. 3 common string methods. A. Accessing characters. Bracket notation, access individual characters using bracket notation. JavaScript. Copy code. Let str equals hello. Console.log, str0, //h. Char at, another way to access characters at a specific index. JavaScript. Copy code. Console.log, str char at,